Right there. Him.
I've been chasing these dreams, falling down with my team. I make bread while I sleep. I don't stress, I just breathe. Being broke ain't my thing. I've been chasing.
What's going on, good people? You're watching Sports Talk with B. Watts. I'm your host, Bernard Watts. Do me a favor, hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed, and hit that notification bell. It'll let you know whenever I go live or drop a video. Let's keep it real, family. Let's keep it real when it comes to Shedeur Sanders being a quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. Recently, the head coach, Kevin Stefanski, has came out and said and named Shedeur Sanders as QB3, emergency quarterback. Family, when have you heard of a emergency quarterback? I never heard of that term in football nowhere. Little league, high school, junior college, nor the NFL. I never heard anyone name a quarterback, emergency quarterback, QB3. You either got a starting quarterback, backup quarterback, or a quarterback on the scout team. That's it. That's all I heard of. We already know. Let's keep it real. They doing that to keep the energy around their team. They trying to keep the hype up because they know we only tuning in for Shedeur Sanders to be the starting quarterback. So they saying that Kevin Stefanski, he rigging up this whole thing, y'all. Let's keep it real. He's saying Shedeur can dress out in this first coming game, trying to increase what? The ticket sales, the attendance, the talk around Cleveland Browns. They want to stay in the news. They want to stay relevant. I'm telling you that ain't going to work. Until Shedeur Sanders is QB1 or at least QB2, man, we ain't paying no attention to y'all. You ain't getting no clicks no more. You're not getting any views no more over there on Twitter nor YouTube. And every time you see them post something, they trying to use Shedeur's name in the title so you can click on. We ain't falling for that. I know I'm not. But this whole situation was rigged up by the head coach, Kevin Stefanski. He rigged up the whole thing. Going back, let's go back to the last game that Shedeur played, the Los Angeles Rams. We know Shedeur Sanders' body language was all jacked up when he got in the game. We seen it. Everybody reporting on said, dog, why Shedeur looking like that? We already know. Shedeur knew he was set up to fail. They put Shedeur out there with some offensive linemen that Shedeur knew they was coming from the practice squad. Shedeur never played with that offensive line, never played with that wide receiver, never played for that running back. But guess what? They throw them in the game when Shedeur entered the game and then turned around and cut every last one of them the next game. And then they want to know why he performed so bad, why he couldn't step up in the pocket, why he kept going backwards. He couldn't step up in the pocket because the offensive line kept getting pushed back. Where he won't step up to. He couldn't do it, family. He just couldn't do it. I went and watched the replay this morning and I saw it. There's nowhere on that field he could have stepped up to those 5 passes that he went backwards in. There was nowhere to step up to. Kevin Stefanski had Shedeur where he wanted him at. Because Kevin Stefanski ain't crazy. The general manager show ain't crazy. They hear the hype about Shedeur Sanders, and only way they can get their point across is keep Shedeur where he was at on that field during that Carolina game, right? Not the Carolina game, LA Rams game. He was struggling, right? So the reason why Kevin Stefanski didn't let Shedeur go back out there for that 2-minute warning had him where he wanted it. Let's keep it real. If he had to put Shedeur out there and Shedeur had to drove them down for that field goal or a touchdown in that last 2 minutes to win the game, boy, that hoopla would have got louder and louder and louder. And Kevin Stefanski knew it. That's why he couldn't put it back out there. I told you that when I did my live show. When J.R. Box went on there, he said, oh, no, I don't know about that. Well, I'm trying to tell you. Matter of fact, listen to this video of Cam Newton explaining this situation. Just like I said. Play that video from Cam Newton.
Do you know
how hot that kitchen would have been if instead of Huntley being the quarterback leading the team to a game-winning field goal, it was Shedeur? Does Coach Stefanski really want that?
No, he don't.
Things don't just happen by happenstance. Somebody told him, hey, oh. Guaranteed. At that particular point in the game, the narrative was what they wanted the narrative to be. Because when you give them some bum players, you over here trying to go to the Kentucky Derby with donkeys and jackasses. You got Wimby over there, and I'm over here looking at Piggy. Like, come on.
I'm ready to dunk.
Piggy got his knee brace smelling like Bengay.
That's a winner right there.
You cannot and you will not win without help in this league. I don't care how good you are. Everybody's saying like, hey, bro, they doing Shedeur wrong. But the Browns are saying like, hey, we gotta manage this circus. You might as well light that on fire, put gasoline fluid on it, light my cigar, and flick my cigar over there. Oh, it's gonna be more than they want. They gotta get ready for the regular season. We don't want that. And Shedeur, don't dim your lights for no one or nobody, especially.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, that's a legend quarterback, Cam Newton, who played the game before, letting you know how this thing was rigged up by the head coach, Kevin Stefanski. Same thing I told you. No way they could have let Shedeur went out there, because if they had her, Shedeur would have drew them down, kicked the field goal, or he went a touchdown, and that hoopla would have got louder and louder and louder about Shedeur, because Kevin Stefanski and that general manager, Andrew Berry, they trying to save face about that draft. They gonna stick with their draft and try to prove us wrong, and they are right. DG in front of Shedeur and Joe Flacco, starting quarterback, and Shedeur, quote unquote, emergency quarterback, QB3. Let's keep it real. That's what going on. No matter what, Shedeur will never jump in front of them for his performance on the field. Only way Shedeur gonna get a chance to play, a injury or the team is out of playoff contention. That's just me. That's how I see it. That's how it's gonna play out. Until they out of playoff contention or one of them get injured, Shedeur Sanders will be remaining QB3 for this year. Collusion, rig, everything you want to say, that's what's going on with the Cleveland Browns quarterback. And they named him QB3 and telling us he gonna be dressed for the games is to keep the attention on their team, to keep the audience tuned in to their whatever they post on YouTube, Twitter, and everything. They always gonna keep Shedeur Sanders' name in that title. They always gonna keep Shedeur's name in that video. I'm just trying to tell you what's going on right now with the Cleveland Browns. Let's keep it real. Shedeur Sanders is the best quarterback on the Cleveland Browns, but they're trying to save face because of the NFL draft. You heard it right here on Sports Talk with B. Watts. I'm your host, Bernard Watts. Do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed, and hit that notification bell. It'll let you know whenever I go live or drop a video. And also, don't forget to tune in tonight for my live show of Coach Prime and the Colorado football team post-game show versus the Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket. As soon as the game go off, I will be doing a live show. Come on over and join the conversation. I got a chat room that's on fire. They the best in the game. I'm telling you, it's going to be rocking tonight. Go Buff. Once again, Sports Talk will be Watts. Tune in. Until next time, peace. different characters on this team, and that's why they are must-see TV.